In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily migrate your WordPress website from one location to another, regardless if it's on the same server or not. So for example, it could be moving a client website from your local machine to production, or from production to local machine, or creating a development subdomain from a production website. This is all possible with a simple to use plugin called Backup Buddy from iThemes. And here's the website right now. So let's get started. So in this example, we're going to move this particular website, American Trademark Pictures, which will look like this, and we wanted to move it to test.revolutionchicago.com. So kind of similarly taking a production website over and creating it on a staging website. So the first thing we want to do is, once you install the plugin on the website that you want to migrate over, you'll see on the left-hand menu that there is going to be a menu item called Backup Buddy. And you'll want to click on Restore and Migrate. And what this will do is it will give you the option to essentially put in a password and then allow you to download essentially the import script that I'll show you later on. So I'm going to click on Download Import Buddy.php. And then I'll click OK. And then the download script will download. And then what we'll do is we are going to click on Backup. And now we are going to do a complete backup. Now while it's backing up, we don't have to wait for that because it does take a couple minutes. What I want to show you is, so you want to go to the server that's housing your new website, where you want the website to go to. And you can do that via FTP. I use a program called FileZilla. And from here, what you'll want to do is you'll want to grab the wp-config file and just throw it on the desktop, because that's going to actually house all the database credentials. And once you do that, you can essentially delete everything else, because essentially we don't need any of these files, because the Backup Buddy script will unzip all the files that's been zipped up as part of the migration file and deploy it onto the site. So I'm going to go ahead and delete everything here. And click Yes. And while that's being deleted, let's go back and see if everything has finished backing up. So it is. So now I'm going to go ahead and click on Download Backup File. It's 110 megabytes, and this has everything that the website contains. So that's the files, that's the WordPress core, your themes, everything. So I'm going to go ahead and download that. So with the Import Buddy and the backup file, those are the two files that you'll need to upload back to the server of the new location once everything has been deleted. The previous install has been deleted. So what we can do while it's deleting, because it'll take some time, is we can start opening up the wp-config file, and so that we can get the database credentials from it. Alright, so here's the database credentials. We'll need that pretty shortly once everything's finished deleting on the server. Okay, so now that the server has finished deleting all the previous WordPress website files, we want to upload our backup file as well as our import file. So just click and drag and drop into the FileZilla window. And it'll take some time to upload the files. Now that the two files are uploaded, we can go to the new site URL, and you'll want to append /import buddy.php. And put in our password. And this is correct. This is the backup file. We want to click on Restore Backup. And at this point, it's unzipping the backup file and essentially putting all those files onto the WordPress server. So now the server has unzipped all those files, and the files are now placed on the server. Now it's time to put in the database credentials. So remember the wp-config file that we opened up in our text editor? Now it's time to grab it. So we'll take the DB name and put it with the database name. Localhost will most likely be the same. Yep. And then as for the DB user, do this. And then we'll grab the password. And then we'll just follow the same database prefix. And I always do delete all, deleting everything that was in the database previously from the website, or from the previous WordPress install. I'm going to delete all of it, so that the script could then import the new tables into the database. Click on Next. Yes, we'll proceed with this prefix. Now it's restoring the database. And this is the new URL that looks good. Let's click on Next Step. Now let's finish up the cleanup process, which basically will delete the leftover files that have been created during the migration process. So now when we go to test.revolutionchicago.com, we should have our new migrated website. There you go. As simple as that.